Welcome to the lecture series on organic nitrogen compounds. Today we are going to discuss the fifth episode on organic nitrogen compound, and in this particular episode we are going to discuss basicity of amines. This is the second episode on amines. In the earlier lecture we have discussed various physical properties of amines. We have discussed the classification and their nomenclature. In the present lecture, we will discuss basicity of amines. Like under this category, we will discuss alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia, basicity of primary, secondary and tertiary amines. We will also discuss that aryl amines are weaker bases than alkyl amines. Then we will discuss the effect of substituents on basicity of aromatic amines. We will then discuss the comparison of basicity of amides, cyanides with amines. We will discuss the basicity of guanidine. Then in the end, we will discuss the acidity of amines also. Now the basicity of amines. A Lewis base is defined as a species which is able to donate a pair of electron. If a species donates an electron pair to form a new bond to a hydrogen, it acts as a base, and you can see that in amines there is a lone pair of electron which can be given to a proton or hydrogen, and then there is a bond formation between nitrogen and hydrogen. In the context of basicity of amines, it is referred to as the ability to form a new bond to hydrogen by donating its unshared pair of electron. Here you can see that this is an amine having a lone pair of electron on nitrogen which is donated to electron deficient proton, and there is formation of this protonated amine. Amines being basic in nature react with acid to form salt. This is an amine reacts with hydrogen halide, and there is formation of alkyl ammonium halide, that is the salt of amine. With a particular example of aniline, if aniline reacts with acid hydrochloric acid, it forms anilinium chloride by the donation of lone pair of electron on nitrogen to hydrogen. Amine salts on treatment with base like sodium hydroxide regenerate the parent amine. That is, this is a reversible reaction. You can see here that these are the amine salts treated upon with base, and there is regeneration of amine. Amine salts are soluble in water but are insoluble in organic solvents like ether. This reaction is the basis for the separation of amines from non-basic organic compounds which are insoluble in water. That is, we can convert the amines into their salts which are then soluble in water. They can be separated from the mixture. Like ammonia, the primary, secondary and tertiary amines have a lone pair of electron on nitrogen atom and thus are basic in character. Also, like ammonia, amines are converted into their salts by aqueous mineral acids and are liberated from their salts by aqueous hydroxides. Like ammonia, therefore, amines are more basic than water and less basic than hydroxide ion. Here you can see that if we look at the basicity of these four ions and molecules, we can put ammonia above water and alkyl amines above ammonia on the basicity. Basic character of amines can be better understood in terms of their Kb and pKb values as explained. Here this is an amine in aqueous solution or in water. The dissociation constant K for an amine can be written as concentration of ammonium ions and hydroxide ions, alkyl ammonium ion and hydroxide ion divided by the concentration of amine. The concentration of water is not taken into account because it is present in excess. Now the Kb value is basically the amount of alkyl ammonium salt and hydroxide ion in solution, and larger the value of Kb is stronger is the base, or in other words you can say that larger is the forward reaction, stronger will be the base. Or if we convert this Kb value into pKb value, that will be equal to minus log of Kb, and smaller the value of pKb, stronger will be the base. Now, we will discuss the basicity of alkyl amines as compared to that of ammonia. This is explained on the basis of electron donating inductive effect of alkyl groups. We all know that alkyl groups are electron donating group and increase the electron density on nitrogen, and hence make the lone pair of electron more available for protonation. Here you can see that the donation of lone pair of electron to proton is the deciding factor for the basicity of the molecule. Here this is ammonia molecule and this is a primary amino molecule. Now, if we have alkyl group here, then it will stabilize the resultant alkyl ammonium ion more because of electron release as compared to the ammonium ion which does not have any alkyl group. As a result, alkyl releases electrons, makes unshared pair more available, and thereby makes the alkyl amine more basic. The alkyl groups are electron donating in nature and stabilize the positive charge on nitrogen formed after electron pair donation. You can see here that this is an alkyl amine, lone pair of electron has been donated and there is formation of ammonium ion. If you look at this alkyl amino group and this is alkyl ammonium salt, you will see that this is stabilized because of electron release of the alkyl group. Therefore, it is more basic in nature. The basicity of primary, secondary and tertiary aliphatic amines show different basicity order in gaseous phase and liquid phase. We will discuss why this happens a bit later. First of all, see what happens in gaseous phase and in aqueous phase. In gaseous phase, the order of basicity observed in case of primary, secondary and tertiary amine is that tertiary amines are most basic, then are secondary amine and then are primary amines. And the reason behind it is that the more the number of electron releasing alkyl groups attached to nitrogen, more is the availability of electron pair and therefore more is the basicity of resultant amine. What happens in aqueous phase? The order of basicity follows a different order, that is secondary amine is more basic than primary amine, which in turn is more basic than the tertiary amine. This is explained on the basis of two factors. One is electron releasing effect of alkyl group and the other is hydration effect or solvation effect, which depends on two factors again. One is steric factor and the other is solvation of protonated amine, that is quaternary ammonium salt in water. These three factors actually together decide about the basicity of amines in aqueous phase, whereas in gaseous phase it is only the electron released by the plus I groups which decides the basicity order. Now, what is steric effect? The steric effect is due to crowding of bulky alkyl groups around the nitrogen atom in amines. The bulky groups hinder the attack on the hydrated proton by the lone pair of electron of amine and thus decrease its basic strength. The steric effect is maximum in case of tertiary amines and minimum in case of primary amines. This is obvious because in tertiary amine we have maximum number of alkyl groups and in primary amines we have minimum number of alkyl groups. Here you can see that this is methenamine, this is N-methyl methenamine and this is N-dimethyl methenamine. If you look at the pKb values of the three, you can very easily see that in aqueous solution the basicity order is maximum with secondary amine, then is with primary and then it is the tertiary amine which is least basic. The lower the pKb value, higher is the basicity. So, secondary amine has lowest pKb value and that is why it has highest basicity. Now, see what happens in solvation effect. In aqueous phase, the substituted ammonium cation get stabilized not only by electron releasing effect of alkyl groups, but also by solvation with water. Now what is this solvation with water? You can see here that this is a primary amine. It has formed quaternary ammonium salt where there are 3 hydrogen atoms, and these 3 hydrogen atoms form hydrogen bond with water molecule. This kind of generation of complex is called solvation effect. Now if you look at secondary amine, it has only 2 hydrogens. Nitrogen is attached to 2 different or similar alkyl groups. As a result, solvation will be possible in this case also, but to a lesser extent as compared to primary amine. And in case of tertiary amine, you can see it has only 1 hydrogen, so there will be minimum solvation effect. So we will again see that greater the size of ion, lesser will be the solvation and less stabilized is the ion. The order of stability of ions therefore is as follows. The order of basicity of amines in gaseous phase follows this order, that is tertiary is maximum has maximum basicity and primary or ammonia has minimum basicity. The trend is not regular in case of aqueous state, as the substituted ammonium cation get stabilized not only by electron releasing effect of the alkyl group, but also by solvation with water molecule. The basicity of amines in aqueous medium is therefore the combination of 2 effects, the plus I effect of alkyl group and solvation effect due to the formation of hydrogen bond with water molecule. As a result, the order of basicity follows this, that is secondary amine is most basic in aqueous phase, then is primary and then is the tertiary amine. In aqueous solution, trimethylamine is less basic than dimethyl or simple methylamine. An alkyl ammonium ion in water is solvated and stabilized by hydrogen bonding of its hydrogen with water. The trimethyl ammonium ion has only 1 hydrogen with which it forms hydrogen bond to water. The trimethyl ammonium ion is solvated less well and therefore stabilized less than the dimethyl ammonium ion, which has 2 hydrogen atoms for hydrogen bonding. When the alkyl group in an amine is small like methyl, there is no steric hindrance to hydrogen bonding. But if the alkyl group is bigger than methyl group, there is steric hindrance to protonation also. Therefore, the change of nature of alkyl group alters the order of basic strength of amines also. Thus, there is a subtle interplay of inductive effect, solvation effect and steric hindrance of alkyl group which decides the basic strength of alkyl amines in aqueous state. Here you can see we have taken 2 examples. This is diethylamine, this is triethylamine and this is ethylamine. If you see the order of reactivity, you will find that this is a secondary amine, then it is tertiary and then it is primary amine. Whereas in case of dimethyl amines, you see dimethyl amine is a secondary amine, then in the stability order comes primary amine and then it is the tertiary amine. So, between ethylamine and methylamine or between methyl group and ethyl group, since ethyl group is a larger group, it shows steric hindrance and that is why the basicity order of the ethyl amines are different from that of methyl amines. We will now discuss the basicity of aryl amines with respect to ammonia. If we look at the Kb value for aromatic amines in the range of 10 raised to power 9, whereas for ammonia the range is between 10 raised to power minus 5. What does it show? It simply shows that ammonia, Kb value for ammonia is much higher and that is why it is a stronger base as compared to aromatic amines. This difference in basicity can be explained on the basis of resonance effect and inductive effect of aromatic amines. If we compare the structure of aniline and that of anilinium ion with that of ammonia and ammonium ion, we will find that in case of aniline there is possibility of resonance effect, whereas no such effect is possible in case of ammonia and ammonium ion. Aniline or other aryl amines have NH2 group attached directly to the benzene ring. As a result, the unshared electron pair on nitrogen delocalizes with the pi electron cloud of benzene ring and is less available for protonation. The resonating structures of aniline have been given here. You can see that this is aniline. The lone pair of electron on nitrogen is delocalizing with the pi electron cloud of benzene ring. As a result, this lone pair of electron is not available for protonation as in case of ammonia. Here this is anilinium ion which is obtained by the protonation of aniline or by accepting a proton, and this has only two resonance structures. The delocalization of electron pair in aniline or aromatic amine weakens its basic nature, and stabilization of positive charge in aliphatic amine due to plus I effect of alkyl group increases the basic nature. You can see here that this is aniline and this is anilinium ion. Aniline can delocalize its pair of electron with the pi electron cloud of benzene ring, whereas there is no such delocalization possible in anilinium ion. And here this can be seen here also that this molecule, this reaction is more endothermic, and as a result the aniline or aromatic amines are less basic compared to aliphatic amines, which can easily stabilize the ammonium ion after the protonation, which is formed after the protonation of amine. Here we will compare the basicity of aromatic and aliphatic amines with that of ammonia. Here are pKa values for ammonia, aliphatic primary amine, aliphatic secondary amine, then aromatic primary amine and aromatic secondary amine. You can see here that basic strength is decreasing as we go from aliphatic primary amines to aromatic primary amines or aliphatic secondary amines to aromatic secondary amines. Cyclohexane is more basic than aniline. The reason behind this is can be seen easily or can be understood with the help of this diagram. Here you can see that this is cyclohexylamine which is converted into its ammonium salt, and this much amount of heat of reaction is needed for the reaction to occur, and compared to aniline, if we look at the amount of heat required for the reaction to occur is much more, or in other words we can say that delta H2 for protonation of aniline is larger than delta H1 for protonation of cyclohexylamine. Now why is it so? Why this amount of heat of protonation in case of aniline is larger than that of cyclohexylamine? The greater resonance stabilization of aniline relative to anilinium ion accounts for the larger delta H value for protonation as compared with delta H for protonation of amine that is not aromatic. Substituents when present on benzene ring have a marked effect on basicity of aromatic amines. For example, if electron releasing substituents are present on benzene ring, then there is an increase in basic strength of aromatic amines. Why is it so? Why an electron releasing group enhances the basic strength of aniline? Or if there is an electron withdrawing group present on the aniline ring, then there is a decrease in basic strength of the aromatic amine. We will discuss this in detail with the help of some examples. You can see here that this is an aniline molecule, and if electron releasing substituents like methyl or methoxy or amino group are present on this aniline molecule, they increase the basicity of aniline. The reason is that they release electrons and stabilize the substituted anilinium ion resulted after the protonation of aniline. That is why these groups release electrons, stabilize the cation and increase the basic strength. So, if we look at the basicity of aniline from that of para-toluidine, you can see that the basicity of para-toluidine is higher than that of aniline. Here also you can see some examples where we have para-methoxy substitution, para-methyl substitution or para-amino substitution. Similarly, here we have meta-amino substitution, meta-methoxy and meta-methyl, and here it is ortho substitution. And in all the cases you can see that there is an increase in the basicity of the substituted molecules as compared to that of aniline. If you observe the basicity of ortho substituted anilines here, you will find that even electron releasing substituents weaken basicity as compared to that of their meta and para counterparts. However, electron withdrawing substituent do so to a much greater extent from ortho position than from the meta and para positions. The ortho effect has to do with the nearness of the groups involved, but the exact reason behind this is not very clear. Now, we will discuss the electron withdrawing substituents which decrease the basicity of aniline. Here, electron withdrawing substituents like chloro group or nitro group, they decrease the basicity of aniline because they withdraw electrons and destabilize anilinium ion formed after the protonation of aniline. All these groups are electron withdrawing group, and they, if present in aniline ring, they decrease the basic strength of aniline. For example, if we look at the basicity of aniline and that of orthochloroaniline, there is a difference. Orthochloroaniline is much less basic as compared to aniline. Here again, if you observe the basicity of ortho substituted anilines, you will observe that a base weakening effect is much prominent when the substitution is at the ortho position. The presence of electron withdrawing substituents decrease the basicity as they enhance the delocalization of lone pair into the pi electron system of the ring, and delocalization is enhanced especially when the electron withdrawing groups are present at ortho or para to the amine functional group. Like in this particular case, this is a cyanide group which is present at para position with respect to amino group, and it withdraws electron towards itself, and this lone pair of electron therefore is not available for protonation, and if it is not available for protonation, the molecule will have less basic nature or basic character. We will now discuss the basicity of pyridine with that of piperidine. This is pyridine molecule and this is piperidine molecule. If you look at the two molecules carefully, you will find that nitrogen here is sp2 hybridized, whereas nitrogen here is sp3 hybridized, and because of the hybridization of nitrogen to be sp2 here, the lone pair of electron is closer to nitrogen here, and that is why less available for protonation, making pyridine less basic than piperidine. Here the pK values of the two compounds also show the same effect. Amides are less basic than amines. pKb value for amide and aniline has been found to be this. Here in this case you can see that amides have NH2, CONH2 group, NH2 N here has a lone pair of electron which delocalizes, and this kind of resonance structure is formed. Similarly, in case of aniline also delocalization takes place. Then what is the reason that amides are less basic whereas amines are more basic than amides? And the reason behind it is that the delocalization of the lone pair of electron on nitrogen in case of amide is much larger as compared to that in case of aniline. The reason here is that the negative charge here is residing on oxygen, a more electronegative atom, whereas here negative charge comes on carbon which is less electronegative, and that is why amides are less basic than amines. We will now discuss the basic strength of acetonitrile with that of aliphatic and aromatic amines. If you look at the pKb value for acetonitrile, aniline and methenamine, you will see that the most basic of the three is methenamine, the aliphatic amine, then is aniline, the aromatic amine, and after that it is acetonitrile. This is due to the sp hybridization of nitrogen in case of acetonitrile. Electrons in sp hybrid orbitals are closer to nucleus, and thus nitrogen with sp hybridization has less electronegative than sp2 or sp3 hybridized nitrogen, and that is why acetonitrile is least basic compared to aromatic and aliphatic amines. We will now discuss the basicity order for amines, imines and cyanides. In cyanides, the nitrogen is sp hybridized. In imines, nitrogen is sp2 hybridized, and in amines it is sp3 hybridized. So, the basic reason behind the highest basicity of amines is that the nitrogen is sp3 hybridized, and therefore, the pair of electron is not that close to nitrogen as it is in case of imine and cyanide, and that is why the pair of electron is available for protonation, and that is why amines are more basic. Here in case of cyanide, since the lone pair of electron is present in sp hybridized nitrogen, so it is closer to nucleus, and that is why it is not easily protonated. We will now discuss a very unique molecule in chemistry, the guanidine, which has unusually high basicity. The aqueous solution of guanidine molecule is as basic almost as sodium hydroxide, the inorganic acid. Now, what is the reason behind it? Here you can see this is a guanidine molecule. There is a possibility of resonance structure in guanidine molecule because of charge separation. That is, this lone pair of electron delocalizes formation of positive charge here and negative charge here, or similarly positive and negative charge here. Whereas, when protonation takes place, there is generation of this protonated guanidine, and this protonated guanidine is stabilized by delocalization or by resonance, and it is so well stabilized by resonance because there is no charge separation. You can see that positive charge can reside on any of the three nitrogens, like here or here or here, but in all the cases the structure is completely similar, and when we have different resonance structure with completely similar energy, then the stabilization due to resonance is to such a high order that this molecule shows unusually high basicity. Guanidine base is less stabilized due to charge separation, whereas conjugate acid of this base is more stabilized. We will now discuss various factors which affect the basicity of organic nitrogen compounds. One of the factor which stabilizes the molecule is by inductive effect. We have already seen this example where the tertiary amines are more basic than secondary and secondary amines are more basic than primary in gas phase, and the reason behind this order of basicity is the stabilization of protonated amine by inductive effect. This base strength on the contrary is decreased drastically in case of trifluoromethylamine due to strong minus I effect of trifluoromethyl group. This tertiary, secondary and primary alkyl amines have this order of basicity because of plus I effect. Alkyl group gives or provide electron. If we have group like CF3, trifluoromethyl group, which are strongly electron withdrawing, then they decrease the basic strength of the resultant molecules. We will now discuss another factor that affect the basicity of organic nitrogenous compound is the stabilization by intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which we have already discussed in this lecture, and it is due to the solvation effect. The tertiary amines undergo this stabilization minimum and primary amines undergo this stabilization maximum, and as a result they have their basicity order in this order, that is primary amines are most basic, then are secondary, and then are tertiary in aqueous phase due to solvation effect. Another factor that affect the basicity of nitrogenous compound is by intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is a very interesting molecule, a naphthalene molecule having an amino group at position 1 and position 8. Now, when monoprotonation takes place, then one of the two nitrogen atoms provides the pair of electron and there is formation of protonated molecule, and this protonated molecule can have a intramolecular hydrogen bonding. As a result, the molecule gets stabilized. Another factor that stabilizes the molecule is by resonance effect. As we have discussed about few slides back in case of guanidine, that is guanidine upon protonation forms protonated guanidine, which is stabilized because of resonance tremendously. Then another factor that stabilizes the molecule or stabilizes the nitrogenous compound is by steric inhibition of resonance. This is a very interesting example here. You can see that this is a molecule where with respect to amino group we have these two methyl groups at meta position, and here we have two methyl groups at ortho position. Now, when in case of this molecule, delocalization of lone pair is inhibited by the non-planarity of nitro group with respect to benzene nucleus due to steric effect. Now, what does it mean? That is, the nitro group and the amino group, the delocalization will be possible only when they will be in one plane, and if they will not be in one plane, then there will not be any possibility of delocalization. Because of these two groups present next to nitro group does not align in the same plane as that of amino group. As a result, there is no possibility of electron withdrawal by nitro group. As a result, the molecule shows higher basic nature compared to this molecule where there is nitro group and amino group are in one plane. The delocalization takes place and this amine is much less basic as compared to this amine. That is 3,5-dimethyl 4-nitroaniline is a stronger base than 2,6-dimethyl 4-nitroaniline because of the former's stabilization by steric inhibition of resonance. Well, another factor which affect the basicity of organic nitrogen compound is the stabilization due to state of hybridization of nitrogen atom. For example, you can see here that in this case the nitrogen is sp hybridized. Here in case of pyridine it is sp2 hybridized, and in case of aliphatic primary amine it is sp3 hybridized. Now, when the hybridization of nitrogen is sp3, that means the lone pair of electron is away from it or it is not very close to nitrogen atom as compared to that in case of sp hybridization. As a result, this lone pair of electron is available for protonation much more as compared to in nitrogen in case of sp2 hybridized one and in case of sp hybridized one, and that is why the electronegativity order of sp hybridized nitrogen is maximum, then is the sp2 hybridized nitrogen, and then is sp3 hybridized nitrogen, and lone pair of electron on sp nitrogen is less available for protonation as compared to that on sp2 and sp3 hybridized nitrogen respectively, and that is the basis for the stabilization and basicity of the resultant molecules. Now, to summarize, we have discussed in this particular lecture basicity of amines. We have discussed alkyl amines are stronger bases than ammonia, whereas aromatic amines are weaker bases than ammonia. We have discussed the basicity of primary, secondary and tertiary amines in detail in gaseous phase as well as in aqueous phase. Then we have discussed various classes of organic compound having nitrogen as function and have different kind of basic character. We have discussed basicity of guanidine in detail also, and we have discussed the acidity of amines. Now, in the next episode, we will discuss the preparation of amines in detail. We will discuss a number of methods like Lawson method, Schmidt reaction. We will discuss ammonolysis also in the next lecture. Thank you very much.